to got everything. Hello, everyone. Officially doing the live stream start now. I'm just hopping into works. At least my microphone is trick. That is good. Camera's also working. Volume sounds a bit low. We to fix that. That should be a little bit better now, right? It is beautiful. You know what? I will actually set my input levels to 100. Even that might be, if that might be a little bit too loud. If it is, let me know, and I will change it back again. Yeah, today is the day of Windows specific sound issues again, as it seems. So I'm having a blast reconfiguring everything so that everything works according to plan. How's life on the other side, Arca? How's it going? Alrighty, ads should be finished. Welcome back. That's lovely. That's the sound I want to hear for. So hello everyone. Welcome to this new episode of our Shiny Dynamics aka Tidal Rush live devlog. Today with me being on the pilot seat alone. Hopefully not for the entire time. Rosie has some parent duties to take care of. So if you haven't been aware of that, Rosie is actually a father of a very, very lovely daughter who's currently transitioning to a new school, and that comes with a little bit of, I wouldn't say trouble. She's a lovely kid. But that comes with a couple of challenges, adjusting to the new school, and adjusting to the new class, adjusting to the new teachers, etc., etc. You might have some memories of that from back in the days. I at least have. How it is to change to a different school and everything is different all of a sudden. Teachers that might have been very, very patient or very relaxed in the beginning all of a sudden are a little bit more strict, and you have to adjust to that. So that's a little bit tricky. So today there's a little teacher-parent talk going on, and Rosie is attending that. Hopefully he should be capable of joining the stream later. So I need to have an eye on the chat. He promised me he would poke me in the chat as soon as he's ready. And then we are good to go. Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry for the little hiccup. I don't know what happened. I actually did a couple of testing sessions today with the streaming setup and everything, but all of a sudden my chat plugin decided not to work anymore. My microphone wouldn't take any input, so everything went down the hill. So I just decided to do the good old restart your PC and try all over again trick, and it seems to have solved a bunch of issues. So as the title is already telling you, today is a very special episode because we have, I will show you another video today. I have, or Rosie was actually so kind to prepare a video for me while he was gone. Because I was also gone on Friday, wasn't part of our weekly product meeting. So I had to watch a little video of what was going on. But what I saw actually excited me really, really a lot. And I think it will also excite you. Arca, you have already spotted it in the devlog title, because we have just put our brand new stunt system as a prototype to the test. And out of the box, it looked absolutely fantastic. I think our developer Frank did a fantastic job there, coming up with the very first iteration. It is all very dev prototype-ish, so there hasn't been any cool animation fixes or fine tunings or passes on it. It's just pure dev feature. But for a pure dev feature, it actually looks quite nice, and it feels quite nice. I played it this morning for the very first time with the rest of the team. And out of the box, it looks really, really great. I can definitely show you. So today is all going to be about that. So we will jump into explaining what the stunt system, this very first step of a stunt system looks like, how it might expand in the future, what else we have in the pipeline. Because we did a bunch of work on the character emoji side. We did, so there are like some funky new animations coming to the game very, very soon. The mine VFX has changed, so the explosion of the mine. What else? There has been more profile, or there have been more profiles created for the jet ski statistics. Although we only have one jet ski, we still have a couple of legacy jet skis in the development build, and they already have some profiles assigned to them. So we did already start to play around with the way those jet skis behave, which means now it is possible to really make a difference in terms of what character and what hydrospeeder combination you choose. And depending on that combination, you will be actually capable of achieving. You will be able to achieve better times. Will you show us the stunt system today? Yes, I will. I definitely will. I just wanted to give you like a little teaser and raise the excitement to a different level. X, you're probably already super excited, or X, like you're probably already super excited. So I won't torture you anymore and just throw in a little video that Rosie provided me with. So yeah, looking at the first couple of animations. So this is basically a fresh recording from Friday from our team meeting. So you see the lovely faces of our development team on the side. And I will pause that video actually there for a split second here. So you see Vin, our animator, he worked on a couple of very lovely, exciting emotes. So everything we're doing from an animation point of view at the moment is trying to give the game more flavor when it comes to overtaking your rivals, on celebrating if you successfully hit something with a weapon. All of these kinds of things. And this is basically a very first iteration how those emote animations could look like for Felicia and for Vinny, our cat and rabbit character. So those are the animations, basically a celebration move kind of. They turn around, they wiggle, they wave with their hands, giving them a bunch more flavor, a bunch of more characteristic enjoy. And I think they look absolutely adorable, if you ask me. So the cheering for hitting someone and overtaking them, that's the second part of it. So there's actually two things hidden inside this video. We haven't talked about it for a while, I think, or at least I've briefly mentioned it in the last video. But this is both. So what you see here is a testing level that we have in the background. It's not officially part of the demo, but this is our testing level where we test all sorts of new features. And this is also the place where we test out waves. Waves in terms of having like mobile ramps being generated and some place of the track running off the track, and you can take the waves, you can jump over them. You have a little bit of more airtime, and it was the perfect introduction for us to also test out the new prototype for our stunt system. So this is what Frank built last week. It's quite hard to explain. I think you have to feel it in order to see how it looks. But if you look at the video actually, and you race over or you jump over a wave, you can actually see that if you jump over that wave and you press the jump drift button once again, Frank did already program in that the character is actually doing like a very nice flip. I will scroll that back for a second. So you can see it once again. Arcadia, yo. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool feature, isn't it? Out of the box, I think this looks fantastic. And this will also give you another way of boosting. So this looks super exciting. We're trying to get the waves in as soon as possible. But those stunt systems are actually already playable in the development build. and they're probably also going to be soon in the demo build. So there's actually two parts to this functionality. One is if you press the jump drift button and you're mid-air, or you're high enough at least, so the game recognizes that you are actually mid-air and not just on a regular jump. You will have the ability to do a flip. You can do this multiple times. So basically, you do one flip, you get a first stage boost. You do a second flip in a row, you do a second stage boost. And if you do 3 flips in a row, or you manage to do them successfully, you do a 3-stage boost as soon as you land. On the other side, there's also gonna be a fail state, which I don't know if this has actually been presented in the video or not. I don't think it is. But if you actually hit the boost or the stunt button too late and you don't have enough time to finish the stunt, you will actually fail, and there's a little failed stunt animation to this. And if you do that, you will lose all the boost and also be slightly slowed down. So basically, kind of the same as you would be hit by a weapon or anything like that. You will be slightly stunned. So that's the risk and reward side of things. You can already do this. You can basically do this every time you're mid-air, as seen in the video. You could do this right from the start when you drop out of the FPL, out of the dropship. You could do this whenever you hit a ramp. You could do this even on slight hills, like basically when the track, basically when you race up the hill in Timberfall Peak and you have a boost, so you have like a little bit of airtime, not a lot, but a bit. That would be also plenty of time to do at least one flip. And do crocs give enough air for stunting? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So I actually tried this out this morning by accident. It's not really to be intended that way yet. Because we still have a discussion going on if we treat the crocs as an actual mobile ramp, so they actually have a benefit if you run into them, or if we treat them as obstacles. So they're not our basically our new friends yet. They look quite friendly, but we probably gonna give them a purpose very, very soon. Finally, the crocs have a good purpose. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I mean, we still also have in mind that the crocs are supposed to chomp you. So if you're getting too close to their head, they will actually open their mouth and chomp you and stun you. So they definitely gotta have a purpose. But with the remaining parts of their body, we are still experimenting if it makes more sense to have them as sort of a mobile ramp, allowing you to have more airtime, thus allowing you to have more opportunities for triggering a stunt. So this is a very big thing. Pretty cool feature. We tested it out this morning. We're absolutely amazed by it right out of the box. There's the new, those are the new, the legacy jet skis or the legacy hydrospeeders I have talked about at the beginning of the stream. They all now have different profiles. So that's basically just placeholder profiles. So what we plan is to add 2 more jet skis to the demo over the next couple of weeks. Probably not until the end of the year, because to be fair, the end of the year is not very far away. It's roughly a month, 2 or 3 weeks left before many of us will go on a longer vacation, because as well, I mean, game developers live from building games, but in the end also we need some time to relax. So over the Christmas times we will slow everything down a bit. And then we will come up with new jet skis later on and in the beginning of next year. Carrying, finishing adrift in the air still possible out of curiosity. Carrying/finishing adrift in the air still possible out of curiosity. Maybe there would be no point to it though, lol. Not sure if I understand what you're saying, Kolf. It's carrying, finishing adrift in air still possible. Oh yeah. So now I know what you're saying. Yeah. So the idea is that you can, as always, that as soon as you're midair and you start drifting in midair, that as soon as you land, you will basically be able of immediately transitioning into a drift. So that still should be possible. That's the idea of it. Currently, since this is a very experimental, very early type of feature, It comes with a couple of issues. So obviously, since it's tied to the same keybind as jump drift, if you initiate a stunt basically mid-air and you try to hold it afterwards or press it and hold it afterwards to initiate the drift, it will do actually another stunt, and sometimes that leads to you accidentally doing a stunt although you don't want to before hitting the surface. So that's a couple of the little tiny bugs that we need to get rid of before we can actually move it as a fully functioning feature into the demo. Otherwise, everyone will get a little bit frustrated, and that's what we don't want. We want everyone to be excited about the game and not frustrated, obviously. Pommel, it's great to have you on the stream. Hello, once again. Frank the Tank is also joining us today. Frank, hope you're doing well. Hope you're not sitting in the train this time, but at home. Lots of chat activity here. It's finally getting to or starting to get packed here. I still need to follow the following the stream chat here. I'm fine at home. That's lovely to hear. So welcome home. Hope you had a great day. We definitely did. Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic. Thanks for asking. I just came back from a wellness extended wellness weekend from Poland. My girlfriend actually invited me to a Polish 5-star wellness hotel. So that was quite nice, I can tell you that. And if Polish people can do one thing exquisitely well, then it's food. I can tell you the food was, holy moly, the food was insane. Yeah, so back to the progress, the updates. So jet skis with all the new character profiles. So in the future, there will be like new jet skis and the current characters who also have their specific character values. So each combination of jet ski and character will give you like a slightly different driving profile, and it will really make a difference of what character and what vehicle you choose. This is also something we tested and working on. And then also something we're currently working on. Every one of you who looks into that video right now will probably, or into the stream right now, will probably say, what's that weird gray box you're showing us here? And for the ones who are desperately now looking for the dropship, or the FPL as we call it, this is going to be the new dropship. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a gray box. It's not the dropship as it's going to be in the final game. But what we started to do is we have started to think about how we want to rework the start and finishing sequence of the game. So basically the way how you start into the race. Usually you're basically just being dropped from the ship, and then you do your rounds, you go through the finish line, and you're done. The original idea for Tidal Rush is that since you're being dropped from a dropship, you're obviously also going to be picked up by that particular dropship. So the idea is that every lap you either drive underneath or pass through that dropship and also finish in the bow of the dropship, finish the race. So you're basically being picked up again, and then you're being fly away, whatever. You know what I mean. You fly away to a different world, basically, to the next race. That's the whole idea. And what comes with this is, obviously, since we are experimenting a bit around with different amounts of players in a multiplayer session or in a single race, and we haven't touched the dropship actually in quite a while, we have slightly changed the angle of the front and back ramp. So basically right now, if you're exiting the dropship, you will never really touch the ramp. You will just fall out of the dropship and land on water, and then you go. So this has slightly changed, or this is in the process of slightly changing. You touch the ramp actually, so you have more like of an actual drop, or a proper well-made drop. And then also the dropship will probably, most likely, lower its whole body into the water, and then you will pass through the dropship. That also led to a slightly different starting order. So the starting race grid also changed, because at the moment, if you start the game and you do a turbo start, and maybe the opponent in front of you didn't do a successful turbo start, you will actually smash into each other. So increasing the space and doing the redesign of the whole dropship start sequence allowed us to also adjust the starting grid so that you will actually stand slightly next to each other, drawing a line in between other players that sit around a row in front of you. And it will avoid you, ideally, to run into each other and be cancelled or basically ruin your starting experience. Where's my chat window? Where did my chat window disappear? Interesting. Is this vehicle update already in the demo? No, it is not. Unfortunately not. There are already character stat profiles in the demo when you look at the cat and the rabbit. And also that one particular jet ski has his own statistics. So yes, it is to some degree, to some extent. But in the demo, there's only one jet ski, so it doesn't really make a difference. The only difference you can achieve at the moment is by choosing the character, not a different jet ski. But that's going to be in there soon. Is there some kind of lore planned? I don't remember reading something about it. Yes, there actually is going to be some lore to it. It's not going to be massive. It's a race game in the end. So it's not like we have a Baldur's Gate 3 kind of gigantic, fantastic, well-written lore. I mean, it's going to still be fantastically written. It's our team. You know what to expect from us. But we want to have some lightweight storyline to it, where you as a player are basically a newbie to this like space traveling racing entourage being picked up by the head of the racing association or by the pilot or whatever. This some like high level thoughts we have in our mind. He's picking you up as acting as some sort of scout, like a very experienced, maybe like a former driver of past competitions. He will pick you up, introduce you to the racing competition, introduce you to everything. The whole ship itself will act as the mobile, basically flying base of this whole race tournament. So there's going to be mechanic drones or engineering drones that fiddle around with technical blueprints and your jet ski in the background while someone else is explaining you how the race works. You will be taken to different worlds, to different biomes, etc., etc. So there's going to be a little bit of a lightweight story there, and also like background lore for each character. Giving you a reason why that character is there, why he has that particular set of race statistics, and so on and so on. But it's going to be, as I said, it's going to be a very lightweight. Is there any way to update the weekly build? The last update is from 22nd of October. Not on your end. We need to push another update. So we tried to have another demo update by now. Unfortunately, we, as always in software development, it's not only in game development, but as always in software development, there have been a couple of issues that sneaked into the latest development builds. And before we put them into a new demo build, we need to sort them out. And I will make you blame myself entirely for that, because I'm probably the major gatekeeper when it comes to that. If I'm not happy with the build and Rosie's not happy with the build, and we both agree with that, and looking into each other's eyes and say, yes, this is the build we can imagine as a new demo build, we are not going to push it. So there have been a couple of issues with weapons not working as intended, sounds being broken. There are a couple of invisible collisions on the map that we still need to sort out. And as soon as they are done, we can push another build. I was hoping that we might be able to do it until the end of this week. Maybe it's also going to be beginning of next week, but please forgive me if it's not going to be the time I just mentioned. We need to stay a little bit flexible. And there's always the big unknown variable of what happens when you put together a build. Everything can blow up any instance. So that's the status on that one. So yeah, this is the new starting grid. As I said, slightly moved in a different angle. Big Bang Ushi, subscribe to the channel. Welcome. So there's a new starting grid, slightly realign so you don't run into each other when starting the race. And then this is basically the new dropship design then in action if you look into the race itself. So you will be dropped off the ship in the first lap, and then the more laps you basically progress, the ship will actually lower its height and sink into the water, so you can actually drive through the dropship, actually taking the ramp, having another bit of airtime there. Yeah, that's basically it. There has also been a couple of other changes. Suggestions I've got to share, but for cup mode, start position should be based on previous race results if that's not the case already. So I think at the moment the starting position of the grid, if you start a Grand Prix, is entirely random. But if you finish the first race of a Grand Prix and you go into the next one, then the positioning is stored based on the result you have achieved in the previous race. So this should already be the case. But for a brand new Grand Prix, this is entirely random. You guys, amazing since how much progress since the game's grown. You made fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Frank. All right, what else do we have that's in the current video here? So Phil is currently, our artist is currently working on adjusting, or as he would put it, putting a lot of grunt work into it, a lot of grunt work hours into fixing the lighting situation after the switch to Unity 6 and all the dynamic lighting changes that we have put in, giving the crystals a nice shiny individual reflection at the moment. So if you look at this particular part of the video here, there's going to be a couple of changes, so this will give like a nice visual neat detail. And the next step is also going to be to change the lighting of this particular section here of the cave, where currently everything is one continuous basically spline, so that the wall and the crystal part of the wall is basically being melted into each other. So if that comes with a couple of issues, so this is going to be fixed in the next iterations. Dynamic lighting is a real game changer. Absolutely. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I can definitely tell you, chat, I can't tell you how excited I am for the new demo update. As soon as the new demo update is out there, the game will look so vastly different. It feels so vastly different with the stun system, with the new lighting, everything is just different. The mines behaving different, the weapons behaving different. There's so much changed since the last demo update. It is absolutely insane. The beaver's also gonna make its appearance very, very soon as well. So we have shown him to you earlier in previous stages. So he's the sort of prehistoric inhabitant of the Timberfall Peak biome, the one who is potentially throwing those empty hollowed logs in your face or down the waterways. Waves are also going to be part of the game at some point. We're still figuring out to what extent and how they is explicitly gonna work. And I don't want to share too much of that, because at the moment we're basically we're basically ripping ourselves apart when it comes to the big question: should waves be like a permanent thing that give you a slight uncertainty and a little bit of a luck factor what happens during each race, so leading to sometimes losing control over your hydrospeeder, making it really, really difficult for for you as a player entirely to optimize your result? Or will it be something that acts as, for example, as mobile ramps, allowing you to give you more airtime and have more opportunities for the stun system, or something entirely different? We don't know yet. And this is God's honest truth, as I can tell you right now. We ourselves, we don't know yet. But we will find out very, very soon. Somehow I want to see those crystal glow. They are gonna glow. No worries. They are gonna glow. Yeah, so we have our little beaver making its appearance also very, very soon. The model of the beaver makes actually a lot of progress. It takes a bit longer than, or not, it doesn't really take a little bit longer, to be fair. It's being done on the sideline every once in a while in between other stuff that is being worked on. So it obviously takes more time compared to a character that is basically being continuously worked on in 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, it will make its appearance very, very soon. And the last thing for today, before we actually jump in and play a bit, because I've talked way too much now. And I want to give you a couple of, obviously I want to give you an opportunity to race against me. And maybe Rosie's also going to join us later on. Is the local multiplayer. So what we are also working on, and we had that on the Gamescom conference, which we attended. So we got quite a lot of feedback that why for God's sake can't I create like a local multiplayer session or whatever? Not necessarily a split stream, but why can't I just host a game in my same network and play with my friends? And this is something we are taking care of right now. This is what Tom is currently doing. Face leak of the team. Yeah. We did it. Everyone knows it now. I will deactivate it in a minute, or I will just cut it out. Sorry for that, guys. That wasn't my intention. Yeah, so that's a little bit of background work happening here from Tom's side. On the local multiplayer, so a lot of the magic happening here. And very, very soon this will also be ready for work. All right, so with that being said, I would say let's stop talking about product updates and actually get into racing mode. And I would say let's do a couple of rounds with the audience, because I definitely want to use the chance of so many of you being around, have a couple of races with you, and maybe later on I will quickly jump into the development build and show you some action in live moving images, and embarrassing myself with the new changes. So let's actually hop into a game. Let's play a couple of demo rounds. What you say, chat? Are you in? Are you hyped? Are you as hyped as I am? I'll join if you all do a second cup. We will. We will. Promise you that. Still need work to do. I'm out for now. Have a great weekend. All right. Go for it, X. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let me hop into the tech demo here. Then hopefully also my game audio is working. You need to tell me, chat, if the game audio is fine once again. I will probably change one thing around to make the music a little bit louder than the sound, because next time I had the feeling the sound was a little bit loud. So let's do that. Live, welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, your Discord event told me the stream is at 3 p.m. Oh, really? That should be there. I thought I set it up to 4 p.m. Maybe it's because of a different time zone? But I can figure that out later. Let me just write that down very quickly. Old school with a piece of paper. So I'm not gonna write that down here. No, not that, maybe. It's Discord calculated. 3 p.m. Discord event. All right. Yeah, sorry for confusing you there with the wrong timing for the stream, but luckily you made your way into the stream while we're just about to hop into the game. So glad you made it. That's your perfect time now to jump in. I will start with a 12-player Grand Prix on 3 laps. I won't do any 4-round shenanigans as a bin. And I will switch to Vinny. And now waiting for everyone to join. Discord tells me 3 PM GMT +1. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely wrong. Yeah, the information in the event says 4 PM, but the event itself is set to 3 PM. Okay, I can definitely change that for future events. Sorry if that was a little bit confusing. Maybe that's why no one joins the stream. Leading them, fooling them all the time. And by the way, I know it's probably a skill issue, once again, all my team members would say that, but I still don't have a controller because Rosie still has mine. So I'm gonna play with a keyboard or with my keyboard input today. If I play terribly bad, that's the reason for it. I'm still getting used to the controller. I basically never managed to get into the keyboard controls properly. Let me quickly have a look how much time we have until the next ad starts. So that's 21 minutes, 21 and a half minutes. That's okay. So one Grand Prix is definitely in it. I'm seeing 3 people in the lobby. There's more people on the stream. What's going on, fellas? Do you want to join for a quick session here on the demo? Don't be shy. I won't be too harsh on you. No race today, sorry. Deflatron is in development mode. It's fine. But I'm very, very happy for Big Bang Ushi to be here. Haven't seen you in a while in the stream. I'm very excited for you to be here. Thanks for joining. Hey man, good to see you. Alright, if no one else is gonna join, then I will just start the race and have a bit of fun with Frank and Big Bang Ushi. And our lovely friends here, of course. Other than that, hope you guys had a great start into the week. I know the days are getting darker and it's already pitch black behind me. I mean, you can always, since I always forget my green screen, you guys can actually see in my background on my balcony that it's already pitch black outside. Fascinating how November basically just has two modes. It's basically day and night. There's no afternoon or anything. There's no morning, day, afternoon, night. There's just morning, day, and night. That's it. 3:30, 4:30 latest, and we are in night mode. At least for me, it feels like it. Ooh, Deflatron is finishing up a new daily build. Lovely. I can actually test a new version. While being on stream live, that's always what I wanted to do. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, Frank. Ooh. Almost ran into that mine. Oh, what? Oopsie daisy. I did, by the way, also increase... so there's a couple of changes to my audio setup today. Not only that, my old headset broke and I had to buy a new one. Which shouldn't actually make a big difference since I'm working with a desk microphone. So I'm not using the microphone on my headset here. So that should be fine. But I also slightly increased the bitrate of the video. So hopefully that should lead to a better video quality during gameplay. If that's not the case, let me know. That's probably then my upload failing terribly. It's really, really hard to control that because especially, I mean, for everyone who's living in Germany and watching the stream, you're probably well aware of that. When it comes to internet, we are not the best developed country, I would say. Oh, blue torpedo, don't hit me. Ah. No. Oh, that was close. Someone wanted to be on first position very, very desperately. Frank. Big Bang Oshi on third place. That's what I love to see. Good job. Chat, what do you say? Should we, after like doing maybe 2 Grand Prix, should we have a look into the latest daily build when Tom is done with it? I can show you a bit of the stun system in action. And maybe if we're doing it right, we also break the game live on Twitch. That happens. Let's go. Mangrove Marsh. Ooh. And I immediately started very, very bad. Chat, did you actually have the chance to listen into the new soundtrack for Mangrove Marsh? I don't really know. Let me actually increase the music here a bit. So you can hear it. I think it's a banger. That soundtrack actually really reminds me of the old, like, Crash Team Racing or Diddy Kong Racing soundtracks. With me, Frank. It's really difficult to drive with a keyboard, I can tell you that. It's not impossible, it's just I'm just not used to it. Whoop. Yeah. Always so happy when there's no mines in the shortcut. Playing with Rosie every morning usually means there's always mines in there. No. Oh, shh. Yeah, okay, that worked. Almost screwed up. Almost. Did we forget anyone, by the way, in the when we opened up the Grand Prix lobby. Did anyone want to join and we missed them? If so, I'm terribly sorry. I was just impatient. Timberfall Peak. Can't wait to see the beaver in action here. Beaverly, as we called her the other day. I don't know actually who was that. Was that Arca? Was that your suggestion of Beaverly or Beverly? Ah, I'm so bad. Skill issue, I admit it. Always sitting in front of the screen. See if I can make it. Yeah. Oh god dang it. What's that? The sessions we had this morning. You should have been there, chat. This looked very, very different compared to what I'm doing here right now. Like, being on first position is really a luxury I didn't have that often this morning. This morning I got torn apart. Ah, missed the item. That was a good one. Oh, shell. Someone located in the valley. Did we have to disconnect while doing the Grand Prix? That would be unfortunate. Oh, they're driving again. No! Ah, perfect timing for that lock. Protection here. Ooh, that was a close one. Oh. What happened here, but... Oh, someone's getting dangerously close. No! Get away. Frank, isn't it? Either Frank or she. I'm not sure. It's Frank. Where is my man, Big Bang Oshi? Did we have a disconnect? What happened to all the other players here? New daily builders on Steam. Beautiful! Let me actually see. Did it already download? Yeah, it already downloaded. So if the stream connection was bad for a second, that was probably the reason for it. All right, I promised to do a second Grand Prix, so this is your chance. So everyone to Jump in. There we go, Arca. Here we go. If there's Arca, then Vin is probably not far away, right? There's no real Grand Prix with Arca without Vin being around. Let me actually poke him. Or write him a message very quickly. So I was looking for some bugs. New maps was great, but feeling a bit wired or a bit weird. Probably the second. If you found any bugs, Big Bang, or if you're free to send them to me, you know where to get me. Let me see. Okay, sorry by the way if you heard my keyboard typing. I can't get rid of that. My microphone is just picking that up. I just poked Skepsisology there for a second. Maybe he's joining us in the lobby as well. Otherwise he's probably just eating. Regularly doing very late lunch breaks. Or early dinner, depending on what you ask him. Any more to the stream? Patch McBugfix version, that is the public tech demo. So that should be 0.3.2, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna wait for one more round. That would be why the daily build isn't connecting then. Probably that's the reason, yeah. All right. With 6 people in the lobby, I would say we will kick it off. Oh, wait, Skepsisology is actually answering me. Give me a sec. Just grabbing some food. I told you. If he's not around, he's probably grabbing food. That's just his way of living. I love that man. All right, then let's go. Let's go for it. Make some serious competition here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so what else is going to happen? So we're currently planning out what we're doing for the rest of the year. A little bit of narrative work happening at the moment. Dropship rework. The beaver model still not being finished or still being done, to put it that way. Lots of lighting adjustments still to the track, and then we're probably gonna start working on a new track very, very soon. A couple of new features that still need to be tested out. We definitely need to spend some time on technical optimization, because what we have changed about the game in the last weeks, especially the changes with adding all the rumble strips and all the changes to dynamic lighting, those definitely had a heavy impact on performance. So we definitely need to make another performance pass. Yeah, then we will see where the rest of the year will take us. Funding is also on the way, so the rest of the year will not become more chilled, but at least we can focus more on creating content for the game. That red torpedo once again. Nope. What am I doing? Oy, 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 oy. Ah. Oh, there's a blue torpedo coming in. Who's the lucky receiver? Oh. Oh, that was a bad thing to happen. No! That blue torpedo. That blue torpedo snacked me out of existence. Rockin' Rosie, welcome back from school business. Do you want to join the stream or do you want to just do a little bit of backseat gaming and just have a round with us? We actually just started new Grand Prix, so sorry for that. You are slightly too late. Just backseat gaming. I thought so. How was the school meeting? I didn't went into detail. I just told people that you're having a teacher-parent meeting for your daughter. But no details, obviously. Protecting privacy and so on. Since I know you from very, very early days, I could probably imagine like parent-teacher days for Rosie are probably something like your daughter's is behaving very nice, but Rosie is actually on the blacklist for the teacher now. Interrupting the teacher all the time. Like in good old days. No, I can't imagine. I never went into the same class with Rosie, but he was probably an excellent student. Oh, and we're gonna have a little ad break coming in 1 minute. So I fear that once again Timberfall Peak is probably gonna be interrupted by the ads. We can't. Since we can't. Yo, Mizukage raided the channel with 8 viewers. Welcome everyone. Thanks for the raid. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the stream, Basilius Fleischlein. Love that name. Basilius Fleischlein. The Meat Master once again. See, I was so excited about the raid that I immediately forgot how to play my own game. What's up, fellas? How are you doing? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Always happy to support devs. Love that. Sharing all the love I can share at the moment. If you want, feel free to download the tech demo. And if you want, you can jump into a little game with us in a few minutes. There's just going to be a little interruption by Twitch ads going on. Let me quickly... Are they already running? They should start any minute. But as soon as we're back and we've finished the Grand Prix, we can actually start another round. So if you download the demo from Steam, then you can actually join us. Yeah, here we go. Ads are running. Right, my man. Frank is back. Right on time. The Walking Dead. I love that. I'm in a shitty spot on Zomboid, need some minutes. Feel it. Hobbits, by the way, I haven't missed your invitation for Project Zomboid, and I would love to join. The problem is I don't know when. You might have heard of the luxury problem that as soon as you start developing games, you don't have time to play them anymore. That's happening to me. Brother from another mother. I've actually never played Project Zomboid, to be fair. I think it's on my wish list on Steam for ages. It's part of my pile of shame. There's probably, if you would put all the game hardcover cases on top of each other, like building a tower from it, would probably be bigger than the Empire State Building of all the games that I still want to play and never had the time so far to play them. Project Zomboid is definitely one of them. Yes, Deflatron multiplayer is in here, so I'm desperately waiting for more opponents. I think we already have, what was it, 5? 6? I think six people in the lobby. Oh god, what am I doing? Ugh. Ta-da. Oh my god. Ah, perfect timing. The ads are ending in 60 seconds, or roughly 60 seconds, then people will actually see the end of the Grand Prix. So that's good. What am I doing? I shouldn't read the chat while playing at the same time. That's poisonous. Oh no! So close. Dun, 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 dun. Last item and I'm getting mines. Oh god dang it. Ah, and a blue torpedo, and there goes my first place. Go! Yeah! Here we go. That was my first place. You're welcome, buddy. Kapow! Alright, ads are gone. Right on time when we finished this Grand Prix. And of course, who would have thought differently? I finished first place. But very, very lucky, to be fair. You missed Shesh and me fighting for our dear lives. So now's the time, everyone. So if you haven't downloaded the tech demo yet, then please do it quickly. I hope your internet connection is actually good enough, so it will just take a few minutes. Because we are going to go back into the lobby. And I will wait for a couple of more people to join. Here we go. In the meantime, I will also change characters and switch to JDJ. By the way, for the ones who don't know what JDJ means, is obviously it's a temporary name. It's not the final character name, but it's an homage to John David Jones, or John Davy Jones, I think is his name. I'm going to join, so there's a competition. It definitely is. You need to quit. Why should I quit? There's 7 people in the lobby, so there's plenty of space. who else is gonna join us. Now I have time for a race. Sweet. There we have a full lobby. To be fair, as we just recently found out, it's not a full lobby. Because as it seems, our game is allowing more than 8 players in a lobby. For whatever reason. It's not a bug, it's a feature. But with that, I would say... I would just do a little screenshot of that, because I love when that happens. Boom. And then I will start with another Grand Prix. Mamotique, letting my daughter race this GP, so it might be a bit slow. That's absolutely fine. I hope she enjoys it. Thanks for playing the game. You need to tell us how she liked the game. All right, let's go for it. 8-player lobby, that sounds like a lot of fun. So let's go. I will probably need to change my t-shirt after this. That usually happens when we play with at least eight real players. Stresses me out so badly. All right, good luck, everyone. Mediocre. Oh, croc. I have no clue where that torpedo went, but it went somewhere else. Oh, mine! Right on that sandbank. Favorite place to be. And missed the item. Beautiful! Out of my way, some just... Ah! Phil, that was absolutely evil. That was mean. No. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, that's the wrong item. I need a different one. Ah, close one. Almost got Oshi. Dun, dun, dun. Crash once leading again. Boom. Yeah, well done, guys. First, second, third place. What do you guys think about the stunts? I showed them briefly in the video. I haven't played the daily build yet. We could probably do this for the end of the stream quickly. But I'm definitely... I definitely promise that we're gonna have it in the demo. I mean, obviously we need your feedback. Boom. Oh, croc. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, how could I miss this? Out of my way. See, I'm telling you, there it is. We're not playing with Rosie. There's absolutely not a single mine in the reeds. As soon as Rosie's playing with us, there are mines everywhere. The Lord of Mines. That's how I call him now. Sorry, Kev, that was a mean one. But it was close. Da, 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 da. He has a cheat code for mines. Yeah, definitely he does. He does. We actually have a wonder. No, we don't. We need a mine emoji. That's exactly what I just wondered. Yeah, I just asked myself the same question. If we have a mine emoji. We don't. We actually don't. But it shouldn't be that tricky to get that into Twitch. Makes him feel better about losing the first official Grand Prix. True. But I mean, unless it's all warm-ups. No! That damn shortcut. Oh! Oh! Interesting. I wasn't aware of that there's a collision missing. Ooh. Torpedo incoming! Screwed up the stun. The drifting, I mean. Boom. Bah. Oh, getting it. There's torpedoes flying all over the place. What's that? Oh no, I went too fast. Ooh. I would never expect saying that, but I'm definitely way too fast. Way too fast. Oh, of course. That green torpedo was nasty. That was a nasty one. Yeah, the Timberfall Peak is really like a crazy course. And it's long. It feels long. And it was close, yeah. Wall hack. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, there's I wasn't actually aware of that. I forgot about that, but there's a missing collision still in the demo. It should be fixed by now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've ran into that rock pillar a couple of times in the latest development build. But it's not there yet. See what happens when Rosie's not doing co-moderation of the stream, but it's just pure focus on racing. Then it's absolute winning streak. Okay, chat, I would say we have surpassed, or we have it almost 5:30 on my clock. So that means I won't do another Grand Prix. I will quickly hop into the daily build, just very, very quickly. That means for all the public races, unfortunately, you can't join right now. But everyone on the team can definitely join. So you have to look at this black screen now for a second. Sorry for that. And we will do a live session of testing right now if the new build is actually totally broken or if it's working. You know, we aren't really trying. No, we aren't. All right, let's see. Sound is good. We are on development version 4.4.2. And there's already an open lobby. Let's see. Have a look at this lovely new jet ski here. This lovely new hydrospeeder. Isn't it lovely? That's top tier art. Frank, this is the daily build. I'm not entirely sure if you can join this. I don't think so, because this build is only a couple of hours old and it's only for internal purposes at the moment. So I think you need to wait until the next stream when we play the tech demo again. Super sorry. I don't want to exclude you in any way. But I just wanted to spend a bit of time in the daily build to actually show you what changed. Da, 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 da. I will go in the corner crying. I'm sorry. We're not trying to actively exclude anyone or bully anyone or anything. It's just the way of the game development, build pipelines. It's not in my power to change that at the moment. Share some love with Frank. We all gonna do it. Talk to my head. Pace is not listening. Skepsisology, I think you can start. I think there's no need to wait for anyone else. Just wanna quickly have a look at the new daily build. Still love you guys. We love you too, Frank. We love you. We really appreciate you for being here. Frank, when are we gonna do the raid your stream part? Actually, I think we had a discussion about that we wanted to raid your stream or have at least a co-streaming action going on. Look at this new lighting, fellas. This looks so different. Woo. Ah, screwed up. I screwed up. So for reference, everyone, this is the version now with the stunts enabled. So this is the funky part where if I do everything correctly and not drive on sand like I just do right now, where we can actually do funky stunt stuff. No. And if I don't run into mines, obviously, as well, that would also be great. And Sunday I'll do streaming and they'll still see some preparations so soon. We were doing the co-op. Nice. Looking forward to that. Am I still getting it? Whoop. Whoop. Beautiful. That's, by the way, the perfect example of what happens if you mess up the stunt. Uh-oh. I think there's invisible collisions again going on, guys. I will do a little bit of testing afterwards to see if I can find all of them. Oh god, what am I doing here? Autopilot just flew me out of the level and still going. It's not good. Let me try to do an autopilot as well. See where I land. Okay, fine. Is it just me or is it a little bit laggy? I'm not sure. Perfect room for the Walking Deads. Alright, here we go. Da -da -da -da. Yeah, that's definitely the need for the performance optimization pass I was talking about. I don't know if that's actually online multiplayer or like ping related stuff I'm experiencing right now, but it felt a little bit, yeah, like the performance dropped, like the frames dropped a bit. All right, I would say with that I will leave it be for today. And yeah, I would say we have a look for another streamer we can raid. Thank you so much, Mizukage and gang, for joining our stream today. I think this will be the end of our stream for today. Thanks for everyone joining. And as usual, we will try to find someone we can annoy as well. So let's see who is on deck at the moment. Who do we have? Cakes. It's Cakes online. You're very welcome, Rosie. It's a pleasure. Awesome, and we'll be there for Zomboid event. It kind of feels like a LAN party going on here right now. So people talking about a different game here. Nice to see you on stream. Definitely. Thanks for being here, Frank. Lovely to have you on the stream. Thanks for joining. And definitely promise next time on Thursday when we will do a public tech demo, you will join us in race. We won't exclude you in the daily build. Promise on that one. All right, who can we annoy? I think Cakes is on. Cakes would be a good candidate. Someone's made a raid suggestion. Did I miss that? Sorry. Why is it? Am I blind? Ah, here we go. M to the H. Yeah, I totally missed that. So let me have a look. Looksy daisy, looksy daisy. What is playing projects on board? Is that intended? I don't know. M to the H, M to the H, M to the H. Definitely timed out Frank the Tank. Why? I think you probably wanted to time out Rosie, didn't you? for being too annoying. Let me check. M to the H. Yeah, right. I'm sold. I'm sold. Let's go raid M to the H. Small German-speaking streamer. Let's go for it. I'm fine with that. All the other typical candidates that I have on my list are currently offline, unfortunately. So that's the one we're gonna go for. What will be a raid message that he's gonna be excited about? Hummels, you seem like you know him. At least you've heard of him or follow his content. What would he be excited about? Just a couple of birdies? Don't die. Don't die is it? Don't die is in general like a lot. Is in general like a very positive message. So we can we can do that. Please don't die. So let's go for please don't die. Please don't die. That's the one. All right. Stream health, bitrate unstable. That is lovely. That is always good to have. I will definitely investigate what's going on with my bitrate today. And then we will hop into the different streams. So thanks. Thanks again. There was the German coming out of me like for a split second. Thanks once again for being around. And I will start the raid now. It was so lovely to have you all here. Once again, next stream is gonna start on Thursday, 4 p.m. Central European time. I will definitely fix the Discord event so it doesn't tell you actually that the stream is happening on 3 p.m. but 4 p.m. as it's supposed to be. And I would say we are now going to annoy M to the H a bit. So thanks everyone. Have a good one. and see you around.